that, in my opinion, when you sign up for more apps, that just means that when you leave the house, you're making sure that your time is spent wisely. It feels so good to be out here. Let's go Royal Tandoori. That's such a low offer, but I actually took it. Let's go for this ride along. It is Saturday. I started at 5 today, and I was waiting to see if I was gonna get any good orders because the orders that were coming in weren't that great. And then I got this one and I was like, yeah, this is good. Then I'm looking at the items, I'm like, why are the items so small, but yet it's paying so well? So once I get my tip in an hour, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Because I thought maybe like there was a trip supplement or something. No, everything was like $5.79 or something when I closed off the order. So let's see what we will get. The tip came through. I went out earlier this week, but I did not record because I didn't have my mic with me. And it was like a quick thing that I was doing. I ended up getting decent orders. Like I think I made $60 in the 2 hours that I was out, but really that's just because I got 2 skip orders and each of them paid like $12 because I was topped up and I have the $4 bonus for every order. And then I got a McDonald's order at the end of the night. I was just about to go home and I was like, sure, I'll take it. I went to McDonald's. I'm like, is it gonna be long? No, it wasn't long, and it was dropping off at Domino's. Now, we go to that Domino's often because my daughter loves pizza. Like when I say love, this child loves pizza, and she really loves Domino's pizza. So I ended up going to the Domino's to drop it off, and the manager that knows me was there. So he gave me an additional tip. We ended up talking for like a good 20-something minutes. When the drivers was asking me, well, I think he's a driver. I'm not sure actually. Maybe he works in store. Anyways, he was asking me how the apps work and, you know, how much money can you make and how does it, like functionality wise, how does it work? So I showed him the app and I went online with Uber and I showed him when the orders that came in and we started talking about that. So I was there for like a good 20-something, 30 minutes, but whatever, got that done. And now I have this DoorDash order to come and pick up at McDonald's. So let's go in and get more money tonight. Since we started at 5, let's say that the goal is $100. Let's see if we get $100 tonight. That would be great. 120 would be even better, but let's go for 100 and see what happens. This is so weird. I just left this McDonald's with this small order, and then I got another McDonald's. Oh, I thought I turned off Uber. It was a $3 order. When I just left, these people were eating and they're still in their car eating McDonald's, and I'm back for another order. So I got this double order to go to Spice Bros to pick up 2 orders from Spice Bros. And I was like, ooh, this is a good order. Yeah, it's going far, like it's going to the bottom of Old, but it's fine. It's $19. But I'm like, oh, 2 orders at Spice Bros. I'm definitely gonna have to wait for them to have it prepared. I got an add-on, so now I'm picking up 3 orders from Spice Bros. I know I'm gonna be waiting because whenever we go to Spice Bros, like we don't go often, maybe we went like 2-3 times, we had to wait every single time that we went there. Now they got 3 orders and one person has like 5 items. Whew. Hopefully the wait's not gonna be too long inside of Spice Bros, because if not, I'm gonna go to Starbucks and like get a drink while I wait. After that, I finished that order, I was coming back up towards where I live because I was like, restaurants down there, like it's iffy. And then I got this order and I was like, sure, why not? Potential hidden tip. No hidden tip. It was such a big order and it stinks. Oh my goodness. Usually when it comes to smells, like I'm okay. Like I have a very sensitive nose, yes, but I can tolerate a lot. So like even if something like smells kind of like funky, I can still tolerate it. This, no. I had to put my windows down. Like I could not bear the smell. I don't know what they got. It was some kind of family meal, but I don't know what was in the family meal, but I am never ordering that. Like ever. Are there ever foods that like you pick up and you're like, oh my God, that smells disgusting. I am never gonna order that from that restaurant. Oh my God, that was the situation. Anywho, after I dropped it off, I immediately got an order and It doesn't look that great, but it was bringing me back to the top of Vaudreuil, which is what I was going to have to drive anyway. So I'm like, might as well make at least $8.50 on it, because you never know, it could be hidden tip. There was a hidden tip, but whatever. It brought me back into my area. And now I'm just waiting for an order while I'm up here. And I'm parked next to 2 fire trucks that are completely empty because the firemen are having dessert at this restaurant over here. So let's wait and see if we get an order. If not, if they come back first, I'll record it for you guys, or I'll try. We get some eye candy, ladies.
Well, son, never underestimate the appeal of a man in uniform.
I never understood like the whole thing with firefighters and like the whole calendar. I don't know. Maybe it's the uniform. I don't know. I don't get it. Totally messed up. Oh my goodness. I'm so upset with myself. So I picked up this order from Harvey's with DoorDash. Now, it was a really tiny order, but nothing was coming in, and I was like, fine, it makes sense, whatever, I'll get it done quickly. As I was picking it up, I got this skip notification, and I was like, oh, this is a good order. And then I saw the name, I was like, oh, that's my regular customer. Like, I've delivered to him many, many, many times. He always tips really well. So anyways, I'm like, okay, let me drop off this DoorDash, and then I'll pick it up at the McDonald's. Now, I was thinking, seeing where he lives, it would be the McDonald's that I'm passing. I didn't look at which McDonald's it was before I accepted it. So as I'm driving to the customer to drop off the DoorDash order, I look to see which McDonald's. I'm like, oh, it's the McDonald's that I was right next to. Mind you, normally McDonald's you have to wait, but today that McDonald's has been on point. Every single time that I went to pick up the order, it was ready, or it was being bagged. So technically I could have picked it up at the same time as a Harvey's. And with Skip now, like there's this whole like, oh, you don't seem to be on your way. We haven't heard from you, blah, blah, blah. So I did I pressed the button for the 2-minute timer and all that kind of stuff.
Too little, too late.
And then they're like, delivery reassigned. We didn't hear from you in a while. I was like, no! Oh my goodness. I was like, oh, I can't believe it. And I was not even, I was 3 lights away from the McDonald's when it got reassigned. I was like, oh, the dangers of multi-apping. But anyways, I got a DoorDash order because I turned back on DoorDash at Dairy Queen, and the order was ready. So I dropped it off. Funny enough, I dropped it off to the customer that I dropped off food maybe about an hour ago. And then I got a Skip for ice cream. Same Dairy Queen. So I'm going to go pick that up and see what else we can get done. But I'm so upset that I missed that order. Well, I didn't miss it, but it got reassigned. Ugh. I was going home and I got this Wendy's order, and I'm like, I think that will get me to the 120 that I thought was going to be impossible to get. I'm pretty happy with the way that tonight went, other than missing that order from my regular, well, not missing, but being reassigned on that order from my customer. But now I know. I really got to pay attention to which McDonald's it is. Ugh, I'm so upset with myself. But technically, the 2 orders that I had right after that would have taken me the same amount of time as that customer was the same amount. So I didn't lose anything money-wise, but it would have just been 1 pickup, 1 drop-off. Yes, it's a little further away, but, regular customer, all that kind of stuff that plays into it, but whatever. You live and you learn, right? So I will be back out tomorrow. I don't know how much time I'm going to be out tomorrow because I do have my little cousin's birthday party to go to. My son has karate. So I might do it for an hour. So you will see here. And I'm back. I decided to come out here for an hour today before we go to my little cousin's birthday party. And I was waiting for orders. I was like, what's going on? I don't have a lot of time here. So then I got this one. It was small, it was quick, got that done really fast. And then I got this one here to go to Poulet Rouge. And I was like, sure, I'll go do that, whatever. And as I get there, so Poulet Rouge is a chicken place, grilled chicken, really, really, really delicious. But this guy was walking out with his wife, girlfriend, whatever, and their children. She had food. He didn't have any food. And he's like, I have chicken at home. I have so much chicken at home. Why am I going to go spend a whole bunch of money to buy this chicken? And I'm like, I get it. I totally get where he's coming from with this. It was just so funny. So I dropped that off, and then I was like, okay, let me go home. And I was actually going to be early. And then I got this Instacart order. Do you see this order? 6 items. They weren't complicated to find. Like, I don't understand. I know it's the customer's first order, so maybe it was like some kind of promo or something. But then I was like, oh, let me make it like the best experience for this customer. As I went to go send her like my greet-in message, it says, like the customer's name, chooses not to be contacted unless necessary. I was like, but then I can't say hi. So I didn't contact her because I didn't need to. Everything was in stock. I finished in like 6 minutes, I think, or something like that. And now I'm here dropping it off. So I will show you how much we made in this short amount of time that we were out. In the end, it's a little bit more than an hour because I did this Instacart order, but I couldn't turn this down. There was no way I wasn't about to do this order. That's dropped off, and I am about 4 minutes away from home, so I am booking it because now we're late. We still gotta I still have to get ready. Overall, I was very happy with the hour and a half that I was out. I checked the time when I left the house and everything, so it was an hour and a half. And let's round it up to 2 hours, whatever. But I should get about $43 from this 2 hours that I'm out. Luckily, we had that Instacart order that came in. It took 37 minutes from when I accepted it to when I dropped it off, and it was $26. I am not gonna complain for $26 in 37 minutes. Definitely not. It isn't as busy out here as obviously we would want it to always be, just constant. You know, yesterday I did have a few breaks. Today I had a few breaks, even in that short amount of time that I was out. But this is why it's super important to multi-app. When I leave the house, I turn on all of the apps. No exception. I even turned on Cornershop yesterday because I was like, I know it's dead. There aren't supposed to be any orders going through there, but just in case one comes in, I'm going to capture it. I'm going to look into other apps that I can maybe sign up for in my area. I really do this very part-time, so it's not like I need to have all the apps. It's just that, in my opinion, when you sign up for more apps, that just means that when you leave the house, you're making sure that your time is spent wisely and it's super efficient. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be looking into more apps. What apps do you drive with if you're in Canada? Because I know that there are a bunch of apps in the States. But if you're in Canada, what apps do you drive with? What apps do you suggest for someone that might be part-time? And I will look into them. Hopefully you enjoyed the multi-apping that I did this weekend, because I touched on pretty much every single one of my apps this weekend. And if you want to see a comparison between Uber Eats, SkipTheDishes, and DoorDash, check out this video here so that you can see, if you're not signed up with one, what is it like? And if you are signed up with them, how does it compare in your area versus mine? Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye!